The use of barcodes long ago became a habit and a common practice in people's lives. Most often we encounter a barcode and, of course, in the trade. And under a barcode, we usually mean a 13-digit code of the standard EAN 13, a European article number which is marked on all products sold in modern stores today. It is also called a barcode. This code contains encrypted information about the product. When it is read by a scanner or processed by a computer, the trading process becomes much easier. The information thus encoded is sufficient for this purpose. But what if we want to place in this encoding much more information? Codes of UPC and EAN standards are called linear. In order to codify more information, two-dimensional codes were created. One of the most popular standards for this group is the two-dimensional QR code standard, which stands for Quick Response. It was developed in Japan in the late 20th century. Now it can be increasingly found on the packages, promotional products, signs and advertisements, even on business cards. Using two-dimensional codes, and specifically QR, much more information can be encoded. The maximum is up to 7,049 figures. Letters can also be encoded, including Cyrillic, up to 4,296 characters, 2,953 bytes of information in a binary code. On the one hand, of course, it is not a large amount, but it is large enough to place a short information block, an internet link, or a brief description of something. Besides, it is impressive that all this contains in a black and white box of a tiny size. For example, a very wide combination QR code would look like this. Let's complicate a little. There's a phrase QR code is a two-dimensional barcode in front of you. As you can see, the picture has become a little more complicated. The reading of the code does not require a special scanner. It is specially designed to have the possibility of its scanning with an ordinary mobile phone camera. It is enough to put a camera on the QR code and the information will be decoded by the telephone itself, provided a special program-decoder had been pre-installed. For example, QR reader for iPhone or Quickmark for Windows. After a quick decryption, you will be offered to follow the internet link, add an entry in your address book or something like that. In other words, the advertising industry still remains the main user of this technology, but other spheres where a quick and convenient way of providing information is needed are not far behind. This could be tourism and again, trade. QR codes are already used in transportation as electronic tickets. By means of them, geographic coordinates and addresses in social networking sites can be encoded. In general, the use of QR codes so far is limited only by imagination. This technology is very popular and certainly with time it will become increasingly common and accepted.